Hey everybody, it's Johnny. I'm your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel. And today we are going to play with some colored bulbs. If you don't know already, Scentsy released a couple new colors this fall in bulbs to add to our collection. So we originally had our orange, our green, and our red bulbs, but then they also added a blue and a purple bulb that are now available in our fall winter catalog. And those are all 25 watt bulbs. Now they also added those same 5 colors in 15 watt variations so that you can add them to nightlight warmers or find a way to kind of colorize some of your warmers for the seasons or just for your own color palettes in your house. Now, we can't obviously go through all of the warmers in existence and try all the colored bulbs because that would be an insanely ridiculous video. And I don't have all the warmers in existence because that would be a lot. I have a lot of warmers, but I don't have every single warmer. So I picked 4 warmers for us to play with today to give you an idea of how the colored bulbs might change them. 3 of them are currently available. I think the 4 of them might be available. And then one is a retired nightlight style warmer, but just to kind of give a variation. So we will dive in to do that. Right before that, if you do need Scentsy, I will leave my link to my personal website as well as my email in case you have any questions. Feel free to reach out for that. All right, let's dive in. I did have a request for the, if I can pull it out without unplugging it, the bubbled ultraviolet warmer. So with its normal bulb, we'll start with the clear in all of these. It gives this beautiful purpley, pinkish, slightly iridescent vibe to it, right? And it has the indents in this warmer, very pretty and lovely. So nice, it does look pretty, but what would it look like if, ouch, the bulbs are hot. What would it look like if the bulb was hot, if we put it in a different color? So let's kind of go down the list. We'll start with red and see what a red bubbled ultraviolet might look like. So here we have it in the red. Ooh, it's very Darth Vader. It's very like spooky Christmas, Halloween. It's not as, well, I guess it's not as Christmassy because of the purple, but it would look really cool in Halloween with like a red bulb. So that's the red. Let's see, we'll go to orange next. We'll just go through all the colors. And while I'm doing this, I wanted to really quickly mention that for some of the newer warmers, there is another Scentsy consultant who has a channel, it's Spice Dawn. And if you look up her channel, she does have some of the other warmers that we aren't gonna cover in this video in some of her videos, and she has a still with them at night with some of the colored bulbs in them. Now, the only thing I'll say about that is that because they're taken in the evening or a dark room, the colors do appear more vibrant, and if you're like me and have your warmer on 24/7 or close to 24/7, during the daytime, you kind of want to know what that's going to look like there as well. So that's why we're kind of doing this. All right, so here is the bubbled ultraviolet with the orange bulb in it. And as you can see, it does give a really good amber kind of glow. It doesn't go full on orange. It's a little bit more amber because the glass of the bubbled ultraviolet is like a pinkish purple. So that is our orange bulb in the bubbled ultraviolet. Then we have a green bulb. Let's see what this one's gonna look like. All right, so let's dish this back up. And then in green, it actually looks a little bit more like an aquamarine. You do get the green, but it turns almost more like a teal green blue because the color of the outer glass is, again, pinkish purple. But that's really pretty. That would be more of like maybe a Christmas or holiday color. Or if you want it to be a little bit more bluish nautical. Although the next bulb, if you really wanted it to be blue, oh, that's the purple one. We're gonna see it in our blue bulb. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum. All right, I'm not gonna put the top on just yet, but There's the blue bulb. Now, it is a dimmer bulb. The blue and the purple bulbs are dimmer. That's really pretty. It gives it kind of like a bluish glacial chill, right? The blue bulb is not quite as dim as the purple bulb. That's probably the dimmest of them all. Whew, that's hot. But it still gives off a less bright light. So if you're looking for something for maybe like a bedroom or like a night light and you don't want it super bright, consider a blue or a purple bulb. Now, I actually use a purple bulb in this warmer myself. I have it on my nightstand near my bed, and it gives off just this beautiful glow. And I don't know if you'll actually see it in its true glory right now, but it probably looks a lot dimmer on camera. It is not the brightest of bulbs. So if you're looking for like a bright fluorescent sort of purple color, you're not gonna get that. But I will say that it really complements this warmer very nicely. I think it's my personal favorite combination for this warmer, hence why I have it that way. I also like purple, so double purple is double awesome for me. But again, it is a dimmer warmer, so it might be great in the evening. You will see it glow. It actually gives off quite a decent glow at night in this warmer, surprisingly, even though the bulb is a little bit more dim overall. So let me put that warmer to the side. And then the next one I wanted to show us was a different colored warmer. So this is our Marrakesh warmer. I believe this is still available. It should be. I don't have a catalog in front of me, but I'm pretty sure you can still get this. So this is a blue with like a kind of pearlized finish, Moroccan style warmer. So again, we'll start with the clear bulb and just kind of go through the different colors and see how they, oops, it was already on. Don't do that. Turn off your warmer before you put it on. But this is the Marrakesh with the clear bulb, just so we get an idea of what the base line of this bulb would look like, or this warmer. All right, let me turn it off the correct way this time. All right, so now we're gonna go through the colored bulbs with this one as well to see how each of the colors is going to change this warmer. And I'm really excited to see how the blue bulb is going to look in this, because as a blue warmer, I think that would be awesome. So this is in the red. And as you can see, the red really comes through nicely. And it kind of changes the entire warmer to red. So if you were looking for like a red sort of finish, the blue kind of mutes it a little bit. So it's not a true like fire engine red. It's like almost more of like a slightly like burnt orange red, more on the red side, obviously. But it gives it a whole different kind of vibe than just your standard clear bulb would. And it kind of dims the warmer's brightness. As to be expected, most of these colored bulbs will make it a slightly dimmer shade than if you had a clear bulb in. Next, we have it in the orange. And it gives it this like nice bluish amber glow. It's really pretty because the blue is so pronounced in the actual tile work or the glass tiles. It comes off as like a lighter amber rather than a true orange, although you can see more of the orange through the top. Very pretty though, nonetheless. I don't think it's my favorite combination for this particular warmer. But again, that's personal preference. So, you know, you might have decided that that was like the best option so far. All right, we have green next. All right, so let's plug this in. And with, ooh, that's really pretty. So with the green, it actually becomes like an emerald teal green. Like it's not a true full-on green because the outside is obviously blue toned, but it gives us a really pretty kind of emerald glow to it, right? So like the true green is more through the top, but you definitely get that pretty green color. All right. The next color we're gonna go through is the blue one, which is the one that I'm most excited for. And that's because we did get purple bulbs earlier in the year for a limited time until they've now come back in the catalog permanently, but we didn't have a blue. Here we go. Oh, So that is gorgeous. That turns the light blue of this warmer into this deep sapphire cerulean blue. It's just gorgeous. And it is dimmer than the other choices, like I mentioned earlier, but I think by far if you wanted a pure blue warmer, this will get you there. And we're gonna compare it to a warmer that's less colored on the outside so we can get an idea. But if you have this warmer, get a blue bulb. That's my personal, woo, that was toasty hot. That's my personal recommendation. And don't touch hot bulbs with your fingers over and over because they get hot. Strangest thing. In news today, Scentsy consultant burns his fingerprints off by showing off the new colored bulbs. Latest news at 11. That's what they say, right? News at 11. All right, and then we have it finally in the purple bulb. And this one also is really gorgeous. It gives a little bit more of a purple blue, so if you like that blue-violet tone, it's not quite as pure blue as obviously the blue bulb gave. But you still see it quite well. And I mean, I have a chandelier like right above me right now, so you can still see the color of this warmer and the purple in there, which is pretty impressive because in some of our warmers, the purple bulb kind of just disappears. Like it's just so dim, relatively speaking, that it kind of disappears on some of our warmers. Ah! Why did I do this? They're all gonna be so toasty warm. Okay, so that's what it would look like if you had these bulbs in a purple or a blue warmer. But you're probably asking yourself, okay, well, what if I don't have a purple or blue warmer? What if I have like a silver warmer or a clear warmer? Well, I got you covered. So this is our Twinkle warmer. It is a mostly clear warmer, clear glass, as you can tell, and it has these shiny beads on the outside. So when you light this up, as we'll see with the clear bulb, oh, it's already in there. When you light this up with a clear bulb, it's a very like bright, white, silvery look. Like it's colorless, right? So you get a nice shininess to it. But beyond that, there's no inherent color change. And it is more on the silver spectrum than like gold with the beading on there. Now, we're gonna go through this with all 5 colored bulbs to give you an idea if you have a clear warmer or a brighter warmer that generally doesn't have any other colorations to it, what it might look like with these different bulbs. So, here's red. Ooh, that kind of reminds me of like an icicle ornament or something, or like a frosted candy cane or something. I don't know, I'm crazy. But that being said, it's really pretty in the red. And as you notice as we go through these, you will get a much more pronounced color when you have it in a warmer that is clear. Like, surprise, surprise. All right, now we're gonna do the orange bulb. If I can get it into the socket properly without breaking it, come on. See, we're not gonna edit this. We're just gonna go with it because this is 100% authentic and real, yeah. All right, here we go, orange bulb. Now the orange bulb, interestingly, gives it like a golden amber glow. It's not a like carrot orange. So if you are looking for the orange bulb to give you like a carrot orange vibe, it's not gonna happen. It's gonna look more amber toned, but it is really pretty. It's like a sunset almost, a golden sunset color. Very pretty. I think this will be a really fun bulb, especially the red and the orange bulbs moving into fall, because then a lot of our warmers, we can give it more of that harvest glow. And now we'll put in the green bulb. I feel like this would be great for like St. Patrick's Day. I can already guess right now. Or even Christmas maybe, holiday season. Oh yeah, it's like almost a Christmas green or a St. Patrick's Day green. Either way, it would work beautifully. So again, in a clear or colorless type warmer, that is what our green bulb is going to kind of look like. And it gives a significant amount of light without being excessive. All right, we've got 2 more in this full size range, and then I have a treat for you. We're gonna go and look through the bulbs in a nightlight style to kind of get an idea of what those might look like. So we have, first though, we have our blue bulb in this warmer. 3, 2, 1. That's pretty. So you really see the color of the bulb. Now it is obviously a little bit more dim, like we mentioned earlier, than the first 3 colors. But if you want a more subdued look or something really pretty, it kind of reminds me of like Titanic, you know, where she has that heart of the ocean necklace or whatever, and she's all like, oops, at the end or whatever. I don't know, that part stuck with me. I always thought it was funny. Maybe that's how I was, when on my final days before my deathbed, I'll just take all my warmers and go on a cruise liner and go, oops, and throw them into the ocean too. Anyways, this is what the one looks like in blue. It's very pretty. It is a lighter or dimmer bulb, but pretty nonetheless. Oh, and it's toasty hot. So our bulbs get warm, in case you didn't know. Obviously hot. You shouldn't be touching hot bulbs, generally speaking. And they get hot because they have to melt the wax. If you do have a bulb change that you need to do, make sure your warmer is A, turned off first before you change the bulb, and B, if it is a little toasty to the touch for whatever reason, either wait till it cools down or either get like a Kleenex or a paper towel or something that you can kind of, some sort of cushion between yourself and the bulb so you don't burn your finger. And that's in the purple. And it is gorgeous, but it is a more subtle color. It is obviously the dimmest, but it really comes through. And because the beading on this particular warmer has a little bit of a purple sheen here and there, or an iridescent sheen, it really picks up on that a little bit more. But it's really pretty. And you can still see, even in like below a bright light, you can still see, pretty sure, this color on camera. All right, so that being said, let us remove this. Don't burn me. Whew, that was toasty. There we go. Okay, let's move on. So we have nightlight warmers, and traditionally they come with a base like this. So for the sake of this video, we also have tabletop bases, which are essentially a little base so that you can have your nightlight warmer sit on a table instead. And this one is particularly for glass warmers, but just for comparison on what the bulbs would look like in a ceramic versus glass mini warmer, I have the Radiate Positivity warmer, which I believe is still available. It's a nightlight warmer on our website, so we'll put it over it just to get the idea of the color. And then this is no longer available. I don't remember what it's called, but it's like a star-based glass type warmer. And it is a frosted glass, so we'll get a better idea of how one of these smaller bulbs might diffuse through it. So first and foremost, let's do it with just our clear bulb right here. So this would be what it would look like on the ceramic warmer, that nice warm glow. And then with a glass warmer, frosted glass warmer, you can kind of see the filament of the bulb a little bit more, but then you kind of get the idea there. Okay, so that's our baseline, our clear. Now, let me not burn my fingers off this time. And we're gonna start with red. And I've actually not tried the nightlight warmer bulb, so we're gonna try them together. So here's the red bulb, very pretty. Here's the red bulb on a ceramic warmer. Gives you that nice red glow. And then here's what it would look like with a glass warmer. Very pretty, comes through pretty clearly, right? Nice, nice red. It's definitely red. It's not like orange, it's red. So that's a nice little surprise there. All right, next we will move to the orange bulb. Now again, I have a feeling this is gonna be more amber. If I can turn it on. Yep, it's more of like an amber orange. So this is gonna be like, it does give more of an orange vibe than our clear bulb, but as you can tell, it is still on that sort of like similar to a clear bulb, but maybe a little bit less bright. It's more of a dim glow. So if you like more of the amber colored, really super warm white bulbs, or like filament based orange bulbs, like the Edison bulbs, this will give you a similar glow to those. All right, so that was orange. Let's go through to green next. So we have our green little bulb. Ta-da! And green on top of our green ceramic warmer, just to give you an idea. It does show nicely through that. It's like a very fresh, like dewy tropical green, I guess you could say, or shamrock green. And then over a glass warmer, to give you an idea. Very pretty. It's very, you get the trueness of the green through this. Obviously, again, if you had a colored tile warmer like Marrakesh or like the ultraviolet bubbled, the color of the bulb will be augmented by the color of the glass or the warmer itself. Then we have blue. Ooh. Please tell me I didn't break you. We had blue. I don't have an extra, so if this breaks, we're in trouble. Ah, blue. All right, blue. It is more dim. I will say that. Again, just like in the big size bulbs, the blue is more dim, but it's pretty. It gives that nice serene blue glow. It's very light and subtle. Maybe if I can shade it a little bit from the bulb up the top, maybe you can see it better. But it's pretty. And then that same one with the glass warmer definitely shows through a lot better. It gives kind of like a gradient effect with this particular shade, but it's very pretty. All right, we got one more. We got the purple bulb. Now, like I mentioned earlier, Spice Dawn has several videos of the newer warmers from this catalog, and in those videos, she does inserts of these different bulbs in the warmers when the lights are turned off. But again, we want to see what it looks like during the daytime, so this is a very dim bulb because we keep our warmers on, and with this one, it's very subtle. I would guess in the front, I can't see. Yeah, you can't really see it through the front. You can only kind of see it through the back. But if you look really closely when it's kind of in the shadows, you can get a faint purple going on there. So again, at night, you're gonna see more of the color on this. In the daytime, the purple bulb struggles in some of the different warmers. But when you have it in a glass warmer, kind of like this one, even though, again, it's still very dim, you do actually see the purple down here. It is lighter up at the top, but that's the same with all of the bulbs. But you still get a purple glow to this. So, and again, if this was in the dark, you could probably see it even more brightly. So that is kind of what all of our colored bulbs look like with some choice sample warmer demonstrations. I hope this was really helpful, and it's a great way if you don't want to purchase another warmer right now, and you want to switch up the look of one that you already have. This is an affordable replacement. It's only a couple dollars, and it can give a whole new look to your room, your warmer, whatever. And so I recommend them. I like them, and I'm gonna have fun with them, especially moving into the fall, because you can think, you know, in the fall season, maybe you use like red and orange bulbs alternating to give like that fall leaf changing look. Maybe when you get to Halloween, you use a combination of orange, green, and purple bulbs to give that spooky Halloween vibe. If you get to Christmas or Hanukkah, maybe you go for the blue bulbs, or like blue and clear bulbs, and then, or red and green bulbs, you know, alternating that way. And then, you know, once we get out of that whole season, if we ever make it out of 2020 alive, you could have, you know, February red bulbs and purple bulbs. You could have March with your green bulbs, right? So, and just wait till next July, red, white, and blue, right? So it's, like I said, I'm having fun with it. I think it's going to be great. I have to actually switch out all my warmers for fall, since we're already almost mid-August. I figure, I guess I'll get a head start on that so I don't have to do it then in September. But if you like this video, consider hitting the like button and subscribing to my channel for some more fun with maybe more colored bulbs if we ever get another color. I think a pink bulb might be kind of interesting. I feel like that would work out because pink and red are a little bit different when you have them in a bulb form, and our red bulb is more of a red rather than a pink red, so who knows? We might get that in spring. But anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me right now. I'm gonna go clean up this mess in front of me so I don't break a bunch of light bulbs, and I will see you in our next video. Bye.